Nistuff.
Hey, what's up? The date at the time of recording is August 11th, 2025, and I've just eaten my daily nutrients, and it's finally time. Time to A some Qs. Every single email that you sent over the past year or so. It's happening today. We're doing it today. And of course, with putting your email out there online, you're going to get a few scammy brand deal type emails too. And I'm thinking about doing that as its own video. So let me know if you want that. There's some funny ones, and there's just some crazy ones. So let me know. But before we get into it, remember, if you want to have your questions read or answered by me in the next one of these things, be sure to send them to questions@nistuff.com. I'll try to get through any new batches of Q&As that you send quicker than it took for me to get to this one. I was just afraid no one was going to send anything, and I didn't look at the email for a year. So yeah. But yeah, hit me with the question stick. Send anything you got. We'll do them real soon, you know? Also, whatever YouTube stuff you could do for me, that'd be great. Really helps out. Liking, subbing, commenting, sharing, a bell. I don't know. Anything you got, I'll take it. But here we go. The first one is from my good buddy Deebs. So it's got no subject, and he asks, have you gotten to the Boo saga yet? When's the next video? And yeah, this one's from April 19th, 2024. This is when me and Cal were watching through all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon Ball Daima. So yeah, we did get to the Boo saga and finished it. It was great. I love Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Daima. It's all good stuff. Super, we're still trying to get through it, but GT, maybe. But yeah, the Boo saga is pretty great. Lots of cool stuff. I love wizard shit, love magic. I'm a sucker for Majin Buu, if you didn't know. I love old god, magic-y, eldritch horror type stuff, and Majin Buu kind of fits into that while also being a bubblegum man, so it's pretty good. I also read on some wiki that King Cold used to tell Frieza bedtime stories about Majin Buu and how not to mess with him and not to mess with Beerus, but you can mess with anyone else in the universe, so that's pretty cool. I really dig that kind of world building. And yeah, let's head on to the next one with Chris S. I'm not sure if you guys want your names out there, so I'll just blur that. I'm not trying to dox anyone or out anyone as a nerd. If anyone's family members see them asking questions of an even weirder nerd, you know? That's not really what everybody wants, so yeah. And they ask, out of all your customs over the years, what project stands out as your favorite? Or the opposite, what project went so bad that you still give it the stink eye? Yeah, I don't know, there's so much. I really love the Frieza custom I did. It'll be on screen right here. I don't know, it's a different form for Frieza. It's halfway between things. It's not even Frieza, it's just some Frieza race person. But yeah, super happy with how it went. There's 3 or 4 different Frieza figures at play here, and they all work pretty seamlessly. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm super happy with how this came out. Something that I'm not so happy about how it came out, I got pretty into Ape Link during COVID. This is crazy. I got pretty into Ape Link during COVID, and I just wanted to paint everything Ape Link for a while. So yeah, I did a couple customs that don't really feel like Ape Link at all. But you know, they weren't expensive. They were just an Optimus I painted brown, or some other Optimus that I also painted teal or metallic-y, or a tan, maybe green here and there. You'll see them on screen. Not happy with these, but maybe they'll be in an Ape Link video one day. You know, who knows? They also say, fantastic videos, by the way. I love what you do. I was happy to get an Outlander through Cappy. Very cool. Top tier Glyos man. Agree. Still kick myself that I never grabbed any of your Glyos customs back in the day. Yeah. That does suck. I'm probably never going to do that again. I don't really have the space to airbrush anymore, but never say never, right? Thanks for your question and statements, and thanks for liking what I do. Next one we have is from Schnazzy D. Schnazzy Dinosaur. I guess I don't need to, yeah, I guess that's already a username. But yeah, they have some questions, and they say, hey, Nee, cool stuff. Thank you. Just a few questions for you. Okay, hit me. They say, I grew up on animated. It's what got me into this whole thing, and I've managed to snag a few of the Western releases. Curse you, Blackout. Yeah, he's hard to get, huh? He's a big boy, the helicopter. I don't really know him, but I do see him in posts here and there with people being like, "Oh my God, he's so hard to get." So yeah, I can understand. He's probably $400. Let's see, real quick. Hold on. I'm just gonna check eBay. Blackout Animated. Oh, that is not how you spell animated. Yeah, $300. In the package, 620. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. But maybe they'll make a new one. I don't know. They're doing the animated stuff here and there, so maybe they'll poop out a blackout, you know? If they see these prices, they're probably like, how can we maximize this? You get it? Yeah. Maximize. That's crazy. That's a crazy expensive guy. But they continue and they say, I'm pulling in some real hobby money these days and also looking to explore higher end animated toys. So what animated BotCon gems have you picked up? I am crazy, so don't go off of what I do, but I absolutely adore the Stunticon. What is it called? The Stunticon job? Or, the one with the Stunticons. You know the one. But those are, oh my gosh, those are beautiful toys. And the fact that they were like connected to Derek before he died, just so great. Rest in peace. Love that guy from what I can tell. I didn't know him personally, but seems awesome. Seems like a cool dude. Shame, you know, big shame. But aside from that, I can't really think of any BotCon animated stuff. I'm a terrible fan when it comes to knowing the names or the dates of when these things came out. But yeah, I can't recommend the Stunticon job enough. It's just such such a beautiful set. Everyone's great in it. Oh my gosh. They look great. They feel great. Nothing's floppy. It's a great set. Their next question is, how do you feel about Rock Lords, both OG and the Legacy stuff? They were a bit before my time, and I don't have any real idea what's going on with that part of the Transformers history. Me neither, man. I don't know. There's rocks. They turn into rock robots or rock beings. That's kind of enough for me. I don't really need to know that they're like an offshoot of the Cybertronian or converting robot species. They could just kind of be something else in my mind, but yeah, how do I feel about them? I like them. I like some of them. I don't think the helicopter is very fun, but the cars are great. What a weird discussion. Yeah, I like the rock ones and I like the little ones. The what are they? Not Legends, but Core Class. The little guys, you know. They're fun. I would say just pick up whatever you think is fun. I like that they have metallics on them, the cars and stuff. That's pretty sweet for me. I would have loved them to do like, fully crystal clear, like crystals for some convention like SDCC or NYCC. That could have been awesome. Maybe TFCon. I don't really think too hard about it, to be honest. They're just grasping at straws to fill out the lines, you know, if I'm being completely honest. I don't really think they have anything going on in the background for like fiction. I think they're just going to leave that up to the comic people. But yeah, I don't think I have too many original Rock Lords. But the ones I do have are pretty fun. I think Kat has one. Not bad in my mind. I'll take them if they look cool enough. Or if they're just a repaint of that car one, you know, I'm a sucker for that. Give me a yellow one. Give me a green one. Give me some kind of purple. I'll take that stuff all day, you know. Next, we have one more from Snazzy, and they ask, I've taken notice of your MMC striker, muy gelioso. Muy, they're jealous. And I've grown to appreciate a lot of MMC throughout my collecting journey. I'm curious what other MMC figures you've snagged and what you'd recommend / not recommend from them. MMC, man, they're good. They're so dense and they're so like chunky. They also do the Ocular Max stuff, right? Or am I getting that confused with someone else? But yeah, I kind of can't say enough good stuff about MMC. I love their Cheetor, even though he's like a weird Chrome Dome Trans Tech repaint. What a crazy thing, right? Holy crap. Their cassette bots are amazing. They did Wandering Roller or whatever his name is. Yeah, I love MMC. So actually, one thing that I don't like about MMC, and it's not even their fault, I have a Whirl figure from them, and I left him on a windowsill, not even thinking about it. And like 2 years later, I took him off the windowsill, and he was just he was just bleached to hell. He was like sun damaged out the ass. His whole back is like greenish yellow, and his front is like pure like baby blue. So it's like, oh no. What have I done? So that's not their fault, but I do kind of resent the toy for my stupidity. So there's that. I hope, I hope that helps. Don't leave your third-party toys on windowsills. Even in dark rooms, don't do it. It's not smart. Learn from my mistakes. R.I.P. Whirl. And they finish up the email with transform and roll out. And hell yeah, man. Next, we have one from Boomtron 2007. They say, good day, Mr. Stuff. And I say, thank you. Good day to you too. They continue with, I have quite a few questions, but I aimed under 83 as per your request. Oh, God. Yeah. Let me just see how many there are. Okay, there's 12. That's fine. That's totally good. Let's power through them. Also, could you shout out my YouTube channel? I make YouTube shorts with my TF figures, and I also voice act. Hell yeah. Anyway, on with the questions. So what's your YouTube channel? Is it Boomtron 2007? Is that right? If so, there's your shout out. I don't... I have no affiliation with this person in case they become a bigot or some kind of like alt-right crazy person. That's fine. You could do you. I'm just going to be over here chilling. I asked for questions. They sent me questions. That's my affiliation with this person. Thanks for watching. I don't know you. There's your shout out. So their first question is, what is your favorite leader of the Decepticons that isn't Megatron? For example, mine would be Soundwave. Okay. Decepticons. I don't know if you know this from my videos, but I'm like woefully understudied when it comes to Transformers lore. So I'm just going to go by vibes. All right. I like Deathsaurus because he's a dinosaur man that looks mostly like a chicken and he's like a dragon or whatever. I think he's a leader of something. So I'm going to say Deathsaurus because he's just a crazy monster man. That's also a chicken. So how could you not like that? I'm going to go with that. That's who I would say, like, Beast Wars Megatron, but the Decepticons and them are kind of like different offshoots. So I don't think you want that. But if so, Beast Wars Megatron. Love that guy. Also, Ravage. Is Ravage a Decepticon leader in Beast Wars time? Is anyone else a Decepticon at this point? Tripredicus? Leader. I don't know. I'm just going to go with Deathsaurus. You can have that one. Next one is, what is your favorite custom you've done? I was asked this already. Favorite custom. So this one will be a Transformers custom because I feel like you're Transformers-y. My favorite Transformers custom I've done. I don't know. It's hard. I was really thinking there for a minute. I kind of treat customs differently than I think most people who do customs treat their customs. I kind of need to get it out of my head and then do it and then don't really... This sounds horrible, but I don't really look at them or engage with them once I'm done with them, which is probably, it's probably an issue. But most of them just sit on a shelf and I'm just like, did it. Nice. I feel good about that. But that sounds crazy. So I'll just say this Shockwave figure. He's Shattered Glass Shockwave. He's yellow. You're seeing it right now on screen. Love this guy. And then get this. Out of nowhere, after I did this custom, and I think I posted it on Twitter while I was still on Twitter, but New Age, my favorite third-party company, they like put out a yellow Shockwave that's also from the Shattered Glass universe. And I was just like, whoa. I'm not trying to like take credit or say that I inspired them in any way. Like Shattered Glass Shockwave is yellow. So that's fine. Dr. Wu's doing one too. I'm really excited to do a Shattered Glass Shockwave figure video. I'm just waiting for the Dr. Wu one to come out. So yeah, I really like that guy. And I used some stickers from Toy Hacks for this one. So, chef kiss. It's real good. All right, question 3. Should the viewers hit the like button? Yes, if you like it. If you don't, then don't. but yeah, thank you. Please push that button. That helps me. But yeah, number 4. If you were to recast a figure of a character as a Shattered Glass figure for another character, what and who would it be? For example, I'd like to see Shattered Glass Knockout in Axel Grease's mold in a Transformers P Ratchet color scheme. Transformers TFP? I don't know what TFP is, but that sounds cool. I would... So the Shattered Glass, huh? That is a good question. And I haven't thought about or read these questions before this moment. So you're just getting my raw, uncalculated ideas here. But I would love to see Shattered Glass Beast Wars. What's going on there? And the hardcores might be like, actually, they already exist, and you should know that because you're shut up. Shut up, man. I'm trying to enjoy my life here. Yeah, I'd love to see it. So if it exists, point me in that direction. If it doesn't, Hasbro, let's make them, you know? I got the Beast Wars on lock in my brain. We could do this. We could do this right now. Call me Hasbro. But yeah, as far as your question goes, aside from Shatterglass Beast Wars, I'd like to see what Shatterglass Glyph and Tap Out are up to. What do they look like? What are they doing? You know, is Glyph a badass? I mean, she's already a badass, but is she like a wasteland caped, one-armed, crazy archaeological dig person who's like Mad Maxing it up? Is Tap Out a pacifist? What is he in the Shatterglass? They probably exist already, but first of all, we need to have Tap Out and Glyph as figures first. And then you can make Shatterglass versions of them, which would be cool. And I'd be so into that. As far as specifics, I don't know. I like the animated bees. I like the Studio Series bee. I like the retro packaging bee from Walmart. These are all great bees. Just give her a new head, pop her out, give Tap Out a new head, kinda, and pop him out. And then like a year later, you do some Shatterglass versions of them. 2-pack. I think it would be sick as hell, man. Sick as hell. But also get in contact with me, Hasbro. Shatterglass Beast Wars. Let's do it. Shattered rock. Whatever you want to say. Shattered glass for cars. Scorched Earth for Beast Wars? What do we think? Is SE the alt universe for Beast Wars? Scorched Earth? Let me know. Question 5 is, if you were going to make a new personality for a Shatterglass character, what would they be like? Continuing the previous example of my Shatterglass knockout would be a medic who cares deeply about his patients. He would often run into gunfire just to save his fellow Decepticons, not caring if his paint gets scratched in the process. That's why I chose the mold I did. He doesn't care about his looks. Okay, personality. So a new personality for someone who exists already. I don't know why, but Cliff Jumper is jumping out to me. No pun intended. I understand that in a lot of fiction, Cliff Jumper dies. So I think instead of making him a zombie, which I think is what he is right now in in Shatterglass fiction, I think he's just a zombie, right? Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I've seen a lot of pictures with his mouth open and just guts falling out of his mouth. So I think they took the idea of someone who dies all the time and just make him the undead. But I kind of think that the opposite of dying all the time is being unkillable. So if it's up to me, I would make Cliff Jumper just be unfucking killable. That dude rolls 20s all the time, you know? He's trying to save against someone. Nah, instant 20. Sorry, bro. Actually, you get hurt from trying to hurt me. Whoops. Like, he's just unhurtable, unkillable, you know, perfect being. I think that'd be pretty fun. Also, no, let's go with that one. Yeah. Number 6 is, have you played Fallout New Vegas? No, I haven't, but I have watched the Yogscast play it like 20 years ago, you know, whatever it was. It looks fun game. Number 7, is there a video that you regret making? No, not really. I feel like I could have done a lot better at a lot of different things, and my audio sucked from the beginning. So, you know, there's that. But that's mostly also because I have like hearing issues. Like I have like super sensitive hearing. So I wanted my videos not to be super loud, but then I ended up making them super low and no one could hear anything. So yeah, it's a process, you know. I'm learning on the fly. So you're going to see a lot of crap when you're learning and also putting stuff out. So yeah, it's all part of the process, you know. Number 8, what is a video that you really liked making but underperformed? Everything, man. Like, come on. I feel like everything I do underperforms, but that's just me wanting to be something to a lot of different people, you know? I don't really like when I put something out that's like important to me and then people are like, oh, Beast Wars, I'm not going to watch that. Beast Wars is crap. And it's like, but what? So I've just started to do whatever I want and not really care about the numbers. Because you can't, man. Like, what? I'm going to make 6 cents on this video? Ooh, big deal. You got to make it for you, you know? Number 9, have you ever tried out toy hacks? Yep. I do love toy hacks. They're great. I actually just finished 2 videos of toy hack stuff. I don't know when this is coming out, but yeah, expect to see some toy hack stuff in the previous few or the next few videos. Should be fun. Number 10, what is your favorite type of meat? Weird question. I love chicken, you know? Chicken's awesome. Sorry to all the birds out there, but you're delicious. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. Love a chicken. Number 11, if you could collab with any other Transformers reviewer, who would it be? You know, I'm from a very specific time in the YouTube sphere, but I love Chris Vangelis. I love Thu. I love TJ Omega. That's like my era, you know. Those are my those are my Transformers dudes. But anyone who wants to do anything, just call me, man. Just message me, DM me. I'm pretty down, you know. I've done some stuff with Dr. Lockdown, and they're great. Anyone who wants to do stuff with me who's not an asshole, come on in, you know. Call me, email me, message me, anything. I'm here. Number 12, the final question from Boomtron 2007 is, who's your favorite character in all of Transformers? So it's a hard one because I love Tarantulas. He's like my guy. He's like my main guy. But like, I really love Under 3's story, Unit 3, whatever you want to call him, the the Lionhead man. He doesn't have a character. There's no like personality there. But yeah, if I have to pick a character, it's going to be Tarantulas. If I had to pick a vague concept of a character with colors and ideas but no actual personality, Under 3, Unit 3. You know, if you ever need him in a show, let me voice him, Hasbro or Takara or whoever's making the thing. Just get at me, you know, message me, email me, anything you could do. I'll be there in a second. I just love that guy so much. He's mysterious. He's weird. He's got a lion for a body and a head, you know, he's awesome. But as far as a real character that exists and has a personality is concerned, Tarantulas, you know. Anyway, they say, thank you so much for making amazing videos. It's very nice of you to say thank you, and goodbye. Goodbye. Next, we have another email from Anthony D. And they say, hi, Nistuff, big fan of your videos, and I thought I'd do the Q&A thing. They say, I wanted to get into making customs, or at least see if I like trying it. And then they said, what would you recommend for a start that isn't a full few $100 commitment? You know, blockies are cheap. I don't know. Not everyone likes blockies, but they're cheap, they're available, and, you know, you can mix and match them. They're pretty great for customs. So maybe pick up like 4 blind boxes and then see what you can make, you know? For sculpting, I'd recommend Abe's Epoxy with gloves and with like silicone sculpting tools. That'd be great. For paint, I'd recommend Tamiya or Tamiya. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yep, great paint from Japan, I think, from somewhere. Also, those little paints from Michael's or any kind of craft store that are like $1 each. Those are great for base coats and like just getting some details where you need it to be. So yeah, it doesn't have to be a couple $100 commitment. I'd say get a bunch of blockies, you know, some paint, some sculpting material, and you're good to go. Just try it out, man. But yeah, let me know if you have a follow-up question or if you ever did anything with it, because I'd love to see it. Next, we have one from Epic T-Rex. They said, what does your partner think about you buying all these toys? Yeah, she's into it. She is like the most patient person in the world when it comes to me, which is not easy. I wouldn't have anything without her. She's the best. I open all my stuff with her most times. She and I have both worked in creative fields and made things for production or for manufacturing purposes. So we both enjoy this stuff on the toy side and the lore side, as well as the like production side. And why did they make these choices? So it's like twofold, you know? So sometimes you'll hear me in videos talk about Pantones, and that's like our whole lives, you know, with Photoshop and Pantones and blah, 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 blah. She's the best, and maybe she'll be in some videos in the future. I always want to do videos where it's me who knows a little bit about this stuff, and then her who knows less about this stuff, and then just see how things hit both someone who's entrenched into it and someone who's only kind of entrenched into it, you know? I never really know which kind of way to go with that idea, like a podcast or like some kind of continuous series of things. So maybe you'll hear from her in future. That would be pretty cool in my mind. But thanks for the question. Here we go. Next one. It's from William BM, and they say nothing, but they gave me a YouTube link, which is pretty cool. The subject says, hello, I'm wondering if you could please look at my Lego Transformers and rate them from 1 to 10. Ignore all the colors. I'm trying to reach 100 subs before the new year, or I will delete the channel. Also, you should get TFA Blitzwing. Okay. This was August 10th, 2024. So is your channel deleted? I'm not going to click the link in case it's something else at this point, but sorry I didn't get here in time. Next, we have one from Land Z, and they say, hello, my wife and I absolutely adore your channel and love the variety in the toys, especially the finger puppets. Hell yeah. I love finger puppets too. So my question is, will we see more finger puppet videos for you in the future? From you, what? So my question is, will we see more finger puppet videos? Thank you for your videos. Yeah. Next, we have one from Christopher N. And they say, howdy. Have you thought about offering YouTube memberships on your channel? Just curious. And yeah, I have thought about it. I also implemented it, but then YouTube undid it. So I guess if you don't have anyone join up immediately, they're like, this guy's not worth it. Remove him. But yeah, I'd love to have memberships. What would you guys want from memberships? Like behind the scenes stuff? Do you want to live stream with me? What do membership people want? Let me know. Also, here's a pic of my Nova Prime fully kitted out. And yep, that looks awesome. Thank you. And you're welcome. Next, we have an email from Oliver and they say, hey, Mr. Stuff, to which I say, Mr. Stuff is my father. Anyway, love the show. Had 2 questions. 1, you complain a lot about transformations. Is there a transformer that you do love the transformation of? No. They're fine. I just don't want the added pressure of doing it for a video. You know what I'm saying? That's not fun for me. But as far as something that I don't mind transforming, I don't really mind the Legacy G1 Universe Prime. That's pretty good. He's fun to bip and bop back and forth, you know? Love that guy. And number 2, your customs are really good. Thank you. Did you always just customize Transformers, or are there any Gunpla or Warhammer mini custom history? And keep up the good work, Oliver. Okay, so I used to be part of a thing called Glyos, and I did a lot of customs of those. And also I kind of fabricated entire figures to one day hopefully make a Glyos figure. And I did. But yeah, that kind of gave me a crash course in do everything from top to bottom. So painting or adding a head to a Transformers figure or whatever, a new chest, whatever you got. So that's pretty doable and easy in my mind. You know, I'm used to fully fabricating things out of Aves epoxy that need to be turned around and sent out to a factory in pretty short amount of time. But yeah, I'm used to airbrushing from the ground up, fabricating a whole figure from the ground up, making a joint system that works, making something that won't paint rub, you know. So it just kind of worked out that Transformers customs or custom Sofubi or custom finger puppets or whatever. But yeah, I just have those skills from years of toy making. So yeah, that's where it comes from. Glyos. Glyos, and also taking my figures apart as a child with a screwdriver, you know? Let's just figure out how things work, you know? But yeah, thanks for the question. On to the next one. Here we go. It's from Nathan F. And they ask, what was your first Transformers figure? And which figure is your favorite? Okay, so my first Transformers actual toy line that I was conscious for was Beast Wars. Well, Machine Wars. But then it quickly led into Beast Wars, so they're kind of the same thing. They got the flip changey spring shit, you know? But as far as the first Transformer figure that I ever had, it was probably G2 Bumblebee or G2 Beachcomber. But yeah, like I said, the things that actually mattered to me that I was I want this actively instead of just somebody giving it to me for a birthday when I was 2, it was probably Machine Wars or Beast Wars, you know? And which figure is my favorite? What a crazy question. I have so many figures. I don't know. I also don't tend to like things that are seen as good from the Transformers community, you know? I like Beast Wars for number 1. So I wouldn't say any Beast Wars figures are my favorite from the original toy line, but I just love Beast Wars. But yeah, let's just pick something that I have on my desk and that I touch every day, right? So it's got to be this magenta Soundwave. It's a Sofubi figure, so it's double cool in my mind. He's great. I want a real magenta Soundwave. You know that Grimlock that was comic styled? Let's get that for this, you know? Let's do a Soundwave, but he's just comic booky and he's magenta, you know? Give me that. I need that. That's good shit. I want it. I need it. Hasbro, call me. Give me a ring because I'm available, baby. Next, we have an email from Josh Steen. Next, we have an email from Josh, and they ask, "Hello, Mr. Stuff. I am emailing you about the question thingy because, to be honest, I think it's a pretty banging idea and wanted to ask a bunch of questions for the longest time. Great. That's why it's here. Let's do it. I'm going to gush a bit, though, because you deserve it. That's too nice of you. Amazing content, man. Extremely entertaining and charming to watch. It makes me wish your videos were a little bit longer. So do I, but I only really have so much time to make them. That's why they're so short. But yeah, they continue. I love the scope of what you cover, from new figures to custom paint jobs and parts to upgrade kits. Really refreshing to watch someone who is obviously making videos for the love of Transformers and the community that you made. Keep it up, my friend. Also, I'm adding this on just because I remembered it randomly, but I saw you in the Dr. Lockdown's ranking every War for Cybertron character video, and you were a nice breath of fresh air compared to all the others. Not trying to rag on anyone. But anyway, here's the questions. So first question is, what's your favorite piece of Transformers media? Beast Wars? And what's your favorite part from said media? Everything, man. It's so vibey. It's got great music. It's got great voice acting. It looks a little bit early CG. It's got that weirdness going on, but if you can look past that, man, it's amazing. Favorite part though, I don't know, Dinobot, anything to do with Dinobot or Tarantulas, like holy shit. They're incredible. But also like mysterious floating skull aliens that Transformers also were like, I don't know anything about this. What the hell? I love that. Love that mystery. I love that weirdness. But it's like so far out in the future that you don't really know what happened besides for a few things like they lost the war or they won the war or whatever, golden discs. Then they go to the past. It's so good. Time travel. But yeah, what's my favorite part? Anything with Dinobot or Tarantulas or Rat Trap or Cheetor or Megatron, Pterosaur, Rampage. They're all so good. But yeah, Code of Hero, obvious thing. I love anything with the Vok though. They're so interesting, so cool. So yeah, my favorite part is the thing everybody says is good. The Code of Hero. Let's go with that. What's your favorite custom figure? Trying to give different answers for these questions. What else do I like? Yeah, why not? It's just, let's go with this. It's still the Shockwave, the yellow Shockwave. I love a yellow Shockwave, you know? Really hoping that Hasbro gets around to it and just pushes out a yellow Shockwave. That'd be great. Don't know that they will, but I would eat that up real quick, you know? What's your favorite upgrade kit? I really love the Ape Link from the new, whatever the Transformers movie with the animals were. That's a good one. That's a great kit. I think it's DNA whatever. It's beautiful. It'll be on screen right now, but yeah, love that one. What's your favorite figure? I don't remember. Whatever I said for the last one that someone asked me this, that would be my favorite for right now. Oh yeah, the Soundwave, obviously. It's right here. I just looked up to my shelf and I'm like, yeah, love that guy. What got you into making Transformers videos? COVID. I had time to spare, man. I didn't make bread. You know, I made videos. What else do you collect? I unfortunately collect everything. You know, it's a problem. I got Dragon Ball Z. I got Sofubi. I got Power Rangers. I got Godzilla. I got Star Wars. I got Ultraman. I got what else? I'm just looking around. Marvel. Pokemon. Everything, man. It's a problem. I'm the stuff man, you know. It's too much and it's everywhere, but I love it, you know. What Transformer do you feel needs to get a better figure or any figure at all? I'm going to still put my foot down for Glyph and Tap Out, you know. Come on, man. Come on, man. Put him out. Do it. What's taking so long? Like, there's ample bees to base off of different characters, like animated, studio series, the retro one that's in the retro packaging. Like any bee will do. Just make it blue and teal. We need them. Make them a 2-pack. Give them each unique heads. That's it. That's all you need to do. It's perfect. It's a great 2-pack. People would buy it, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't, then they go on discount and then people can make customs out of them. It's a win-win. Everybody wins. But yeah, do a Tap Out and a Glyph, please. Opinion on parts forming. I'm totally fine with it. I got no qualms about that at all, man. I don't know where that came from, that it was like seen as a bad part of a toy, that it's like, this piece is actually a gun or a shield and it needs to be on his body at all times. That's crazy. That's insanity. Like, I understand there's some things that people can't let go, like non-transforming Transformers, or something that doesn't specifically speak to you, like if it's not complex enough or if it's too redundant or whatever. I don't know where we got all these stupid rules, man. People are crazy. Stop trying to make it serious, you know? It's just, it's robots in space fighting over stuff, you know? Get over it. Parts forming is fine. Non-transforming figures are fine. Just let people enjoy whatever, you know? You could be mad about parts forming. I'm not saying don't be mad about it, but it's not like a standard that we should all rally behind and demerit other figures for not having or having parts forming things. Like, whatever. Just do what's best for the figure on a figure by figure basis. I'm totally fine with that, you know? But I am not the vocal minority, and those people are very loud and scary. So, you know. Favorite Transformers character. Mine, again, if we're talking about favorite piece of plastic that has a name, it's Unit 3 or Under 3. But if we're going off of like actual character that has actual toys and an actual personality, Tarantulas, without a doubt. Love that guy. Next we have, in your opinion, is Beast Wars really that visually bad? No, it's just old. It's just, they were doing what they could with what they had. I watch Reboot and I don't think that looks bad. I mean, it's funny, but it's not like, ugh, this is unwatchable. No, that's, why would you be like that, you know? It's funny to look at this stuff and be like, look where we were and look where we are now. Crazy. Next one is full collection / display tour. Definitely not. Like, I have so much things in tubs and boxes and bags. It's just not going to be fun. You know, never say never, but probably not. Estimated worth of my collection? Oh my God. Thousands. Any chance of stopping content creation? Absolutely. If anything goes wrong, it'll stop immediately. So if you don't see me, something happened. And a lot of things are happening in the world right now. Don't know if you know, but it's could happen any day. It could all stop, you know? Anything could stop right now. I don't want to, but, you know, there's some things that are more important than content creation. So if that happens, then you might not see me for a bit, but I'll always pop around. I'll come back maybe if if we make it, if we live, you know, if I move and then I have to take a year off and come back to it, if YouTube's still here, anything could happen, man, you know? Do I want to stop? No. Might I stop in the future? Absolutely. But for the most part, I'll just be playing it video by video, you know? Could you review any Transformers Blockies model kits? Yeah. I have a video planned. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I have a video of all, like a big blocky video planned. So that could be pretty fun. And then they said you obviously don't have to answer all of them. You'll pick and choose, I'm sure. Sorry for writing a wall of text. No problem. It's fun. Thanks for giving a shit, you know? Thanks for actually like writing a thing for me to read. This is great. Thank you so much. Thanks, Nistuff. Keep it up, my bro. No problem, bro. Josh, you're great. Thanks for emailing in. I'm just going to stop the recording right there. Because my computer might blow up. Okay. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm just going to hop in real quick and say, this got out of hand. I have too many questions to answer. I've been doing this for almost 2 hours and I'm only about halfway done. So yeah, this kind of got away from me. Thank you for sending in questions. Part 2, probably, I don't know, if I put too many things out that are similar, people don't really like it. So maybe I'll do a regular video and then the next one will be a Q&A and then a regular video and then the next one will be a Q&A. Is that cool? If I do them all at once, people not watch them. So I'm going to spread them out a little bit. This is part 1. Part 2 will be sometime soon. I had an actual mail too that I wanted to get to, but I don't think I'm going to put that in this one. It's from the Weekly TF. I don't know if you guys know that YouTuber, but they got in contact with me through DMs and they wanted to send me something. So I'll get to that next time probably. But along those lines, if you want to send anything my way to see me open it or just to hear me talk about it in the next one of these, I do have a P.O. box, but I kind of don't want to be flooded with like spammy crap. So if you do want to send me something, talk to me on Instagram or you can send me an email at questions@nistuff.com. Let me know if you have something you want me to open or whatever, make a video on or put in one of these videos. I'll give you the P.O. box. Just don't like send it to everybody. Just don't make it public, you know. But yeah, special thanks to everybody who sent me in questions. You guys are great. Sorry it's taken so long to get here. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, Instagram Threads or Blue Sky, whatever we're doing. You know what to do. And I'll see ya in part 2.